Okay. All right. So we're super excited to have our Zooms back in session. So let's do something just while we're on here. If you have ideas of what you would like to hear from in our Zooms in the next few weeks, put your comments down. We're going to be lining up some different diamonds like we have in the past, and so let us know what you would like to learn about, if there's somebody you would like to hear from, and not promising that we can accommodate all the requests, but we will see what we can do. So anyways, there's so much going on right now, and so we're going to talk about a lot of the things. This is the last week for Leaders Retreat, so that's a huge thing right now. And then at the end, we're actually going to get down to business and work just a little bit, because I know lots of y'all are pushing still for leaders and for prizes at Leaders, and even if you aren't, you're pushing at growing your business for sure. So Alicia, do you want to talk about all the silver jazz stuff right now? Or I can, either one.
No, I had it up and then it disappeared. I don't want to leave anything out, but just off the top of my head, I can tell you what I know. And then if we forget something, then you can fill in. So this is what, and we did this, last week on our Zoom with Ryan. We talked about all the silver stuff. But what I was still crazy shocked at is that by re-ranking to silver, you don't even have to recruit anybody new. You're just getting the people that you've already gotten to silver, that were active when you got to silver the first time. You get them to turn back on, which means they need 100 PV, and they re-rank and get $100 and a free bottle of hemp oil. That's a huge incentive. That's almost a $200 incentive just for getting your rank back. Okay, then
silver. That's 3
silver.
You don't even have to have anybody else join. It's crazy.
And let's just say only 2 of your people that have ordered in the past would be willing to do that, would be willing to try some new products or whatever and turn back on. You just need to ask one more friend and then you're silver again, right? You've got, let's just say if you can't get all 3 of your old ones to come back on. Okay, and then what I was shocked about was, for developing a level 1 silver or somebody that's on your team, that they turn silver, they get they get double bonus, right? They get $200. But then you, as their sponsor, also get $100 and a bottle of hemp oil. Huge, huge, huge. Okay. And they're giving us what? Triple credits, right? For Leaders Retreat. So there's a ton.
So I want to say something about this though. You should be reaching out to everyone on your team and letting them know this. Guys, people are not seeing her. Hi, Maddie. I just saw her smile at me. People are not seeing stuff on Facebook, period, end of story. Okay? We have to be reaching out to all of our team. I know Jen Weiland's a great example of this right now. She's even going beyond her level 1s, and she's actually reaching out to everyone on her team. She's eventually going 7 levels down. It's just taking her a little bit of time because she has a big team. But she's reaching out to everyone. Guys, she's not sitting behind a computer doing it. She's actually texting from her phone. You can just go in. Will you pop on just a second and talk about like how you're putting their phone number in and all that to make it easier?
Sure. Hey, guys. Okay, and I've been meaning to send you and Alicia the messages, and I've totally I
think I have them. I have
my grandbaby all week. Oh, did I send them?
Mm-hmm.
I got one. You sent me one.
Okay. I came up with I have 3 or 4 depending on who the message is going to.
And this necessarily isn't about silver, but this is how she's reaching out to them.
Right.
But it's a good way to start by talking about the silver thing.
Yes. And the thing about it is, when you're looking at retention on your team and things, and, maybe people, I'm going 7 levels deep because I don't know who's not being talked to, and so I have just completely said I'm doing 1 through 7s. My goal is 10 a day. Sometimes I do more than that. But I go through my, I go into my virtual office and I'll click on my 1 through 3s and I'll do a line, and then and just keep going. And some people I've taken and done their whole team and things like that. But I'm clicking on the person and just speaking their phone number into my phone. And that's been like the best thing because it's time consuming when you're typing in a phone number. So I'm just speaking in the phone number to my phone and then copy and pasting the message. And I address them by their name. You know, hey, Sally, my name's Jen. I'm your Emerald and Plexus. I don't say upline, anything like that. And I've had really good response from people coming back to me and talking to me. Either, you know, somebody that says, well, I quit Plexus a year ago. And then I can say, oh, okay, I didn't know that. You know, can I ask you why you left? Or, you know, I kind of start a conversation with them. Or we've adjusted some products for some people and things like that. I like the texting because if they've got an Apple like I have, I can see if they've read my message and things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's going to take me a while, but I'm going to do it. Yeah.
I love that she's texting people, and she really, I mean, like every time I talk to her, she talks about how she's had conversations. And I mean, we've had so many products this year, even, you know, people did leave a year ago or however long, but, and then Jessica, we were talking about this other day, like there's people out there that we don't know, don't have anybody in between us. You know what I mean? Like, especially as our teams grow, you may have a level 4 that wants to work this business, but their upline have quit. You know, and so they just don't have any connection, and maybe they can do it on their own, and maybe they're willing to do that, maybe they're not willing to do that, but just having that personal connection with somebody to talk to bounce ideas off of is huge. And so I just want to encourage each of you this week to reach out, look and see who has ever been silver and isn't, look and see who's close to silver, reach out to these people, guys. This could be a huge opportunity to start touching and talking to people again. Because it is such an easy and such a great incentive for everyone. It's crazy how they did it. Going silver for the first time, re-ranking silver, or developing a silver. Everybody can win. So it's awesome. Also, in telling people that, don't forget, we do still have free shipping on welcome packs. And so that's another way, you know, just a little incentive to get people to join. Look at your customers that have been ordering from you for a long time, and if they're ordering over $100, call them and ask them to switch to be an ambassador. You know, if they're ordering over $100 for a long time, I mean, it's free shipping on welcome packs. It's totally worth it, I think. So, okay, Leaders Retreat. We've been working hard since June, right? And this is the last week, and I don't want anybody on this page to give up at this point, because anything can happen. Anything. If you develop one of these silvers, you're going to get huge credits for Leaders Retreat. Triple credits are going on until the end of the month. The end of the month is Saturday, right? It's not Sunday, it's Saturday. So we have until Saturday. You need to first of all, you need to be posting on Facebook every single day. If I see that you're working toward Leaders Retreat and you're not posting on Facebook every single day about Plexus, then that's hard. The second thing is, you don't just need to be posting on Facebook every single day. You need to be reaching out to everyone that you know. We have these new amazing products. We have people that are having results. I will tell you this, just recently I committed to, you know, summer, I'm not going to lie, like I was all over the place, eating terribly. I was still working out, and for the most part, I was still taking my products, but I truly committed to getting back onto a regimen of taking my products consistently. Not that I didn't take them consistently, but it would be like all over the place, and some days I forget one thing, and some days I forget the other. And y'all, I've lost like 7 pounds in 3 weeks from getting back on my regimen consistently and eating better. So they work. We know they work. I see people say, oh, after a while they don't work. After a while, I started eating sugar again because I wanted sugar, not because my products didn't work, because I made choices. Yes, they are tools, but you have to make the choices still. And so just by getting back on and making the right choices the past 3 weeks, it's amazing how much it's worked. So anyways, okay, Alicia, Ariel, what do y'all want to talk about Leaders Retreat?
I mean, basically, like you said, keep going and developing those silvers. I'm telling my people, developing those silvers is huge. What is it? 225 points?
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 3 people going silver. It's crazy. So
I mean, essentially, you could sign somebody up today. You could sign okay, you could be brand new. You say you joined today and you sign 3 people and you got all 3 of those people to silver, you could earn Leaders Retreat this week.
Yeah.
Right? Because each one would be $225.
225 times 3 is 675 plus triple credits for each. What is that? 60?
Yeah. Plus then they would all be getting 3. So it's anybody's game. Anybody could decide right this second to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Hey, there's something that I want to point out on the leaders with developing the silver. So those points are not going to show up in your back office until after commissions are run.
Right.
So you have to know how many points you have. And here's the thing, the way I would look at it as, if you hit your numbers with silvers and you know in your mind, okay, I've got like another 300 points or whatever it is coming. Okay. And you sit back and you don't do anything. And then what if when commissions are run, they hit the 1,500 maximum or whatever it is, I think it's 1,500 that can earn San Diego, and you didn't do anything else to push, it's going to go in order, right? So I want you to think about, okay, if I've got my number now, I still need to be pushing. Maybe I can earn that next prize, right? Maybe I can add some more points, add some more level 1s. Even if you've gotten your silvers, keep going after however you can get the most points, because there's a chance it could fill up. Even though we've had all this time and they've tripled credits and they're like, okay, we need to make it to where more people can earn it. What if, I'm just throwing this out there because, we've seen it fill up a couple years in a row. You don't want to just bank on that, right? So be thinking of other ways. Keep trying to push for level 1s. Just keep working. Do not just let this be your marathon week. If you were trying to hit leaders, take somebody to lunch every day. Go out for a coffee every day. Keep trying to add those level 1s because that will give you buffer on top of your silvers. That make sense?
Right. So what are you going to do this week? Like, it's up to you. Like, are you going to make the choice? Or are you going to say, I'm doing this? And there's 2 things. You can say, I'm going to do this and just kind of lollygag around. Or are you going to say, you're going to do this and go all in and do it? Because I see people, they're saying they're pushing and that they want it, but they're not taking the actions that are necessary. You got to push hard. You got to push hard. And here, I want to say this too, that, and this was on our next little thing to talk about. Okay, these contests are absolutely amazing and they're so fun and they're so needed and we want to win them. But guys, this is not about winning a contest. This business is about a legacy business, and it truly is about, number 1, changing people's lives and health. Number 2, making this business last. It's not about, how we can do it, not unethically, I would say, but how we can just do it to win a prize and then not work anymore. It's not about just signing people up and never reaching out to them. Because, guys, what if their life could be changed? Truthfully. I mean, are you signing people and never talking to them again? I believe some people are. I believe some people sign them and never communicate with them again. They may add them to a team page. Well, we know team pages aren't being seen right now. This is truly about getting your business to a legacy business. So if you push absolutely so hard and you don't hit your goal, it's okay because you've grown your team. That's what it's about. It's about growing your team. And they give us these incentives to help us grow our team, and they're great and they're amazing and we want to work hard and we want to earn them. But is that all we're going to do? Or are we just going to do that and then stop? Or are we going to keep pushing? Or are we going to take a break until the next contest because we're tired? If you're tired, take a day and get back on the horse the next day. Okay? I'm being real serious right now. Like I see it happen all the time that people push for this contest, and then they never do anything again with it later. They never reach out to those ambassadors later. They never, until next year when maybe they've never ordered again and so they want to take them off and have them rejoin again. Guys, that's not working this business. Seriously. And I know that might be stepping on toes, and I'm not talking to anybody in particular, and I'm not trying to step on toes, but this business is a gift. And it can be a legacy business. It can change your family's life. It can change people on your teams. families' lives. It truly can. And is that what it's about? Or is it about seeing, what you can do in 5 days? Now, I'm not saying don't push, even if you haven't started. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying work as hard as you can. I'm just saying don't stop doing that. Don't just do that when it's contest time, okay? Do whatever it takes. Get there. Push. Work like you've never worked before this week, but don't stop. Because it's not about the 3 months of this contest and then we wait until convention contest. It's about working consistently all the time so people believe, people see, people know that this is your lifestyle. People know that it's not just about winning a contest. So when you do have to put up, I need 3 of y'all to help me, that they're like, oh my gosh, she loves this business. She's consistent in this business. 4 or 5 years later, she's still working in this business. And I don't just see posts during contests how much she needs help. She's reaching out to people all the time, right? Like I'm very passionate about that. So anyways, would you two like to add anything about that?
When you get on your soapbox, we just sit back and we let you finish.
It is my soapbox.
But she's right, y'all. She's right. All 3 of us, Beth, Alicia, myself, we've all been doing this for over 6 years. I mean, this is a legacy business. It's not just about the contest. I mean, we're all 3 of us are proof that this.
And we love the contests. Believe me, we fight for those contests too. I am not saying that. I'm not saying you're not going to push harder. Like that's why they do contests, right? To get us going. But what I'm saying is that you can't just push for the contest and never do anything else with it because you're wasting a whole lot of stuff if you are doing
No. September 1st, we're going to keep working our business. In October and November, we're not going to wait till January for convention. We're going to keep going.
And it doesn't matter if we have free codes or if it doesn't matter if they're giving away hemp oil or whatever. It doesn't matter. When we started this business, we didn't have any of that jazz. That jazz is all fun and exciting and gets us going. But you don't have to have that stuff. Our products are worth the money that people pay without a free code, without free shipping, or without getting something free. Our products are worth that, and that's never going to change.
So here's something else, another way to think about it. If you're pushing for leaders, let's just say, you gave it your all. You're pushing all the way to the very end. What if something happens and they said, you know what, we're going to lower it to 900 points? What if? And you stopped working because you thought you couldn't hit it. Okay. What if somebody comes in at the last minute and turns silver and totally pushes you over to the next thing and you stop working? Don't let that happen. Just make sure that you keep pushing till the very end. And also think about this way. Let's just say you don't hit it. Okay. But guess what? You worked your business and you will see the fruits of that labor come in September for sure. Okay. So y'all, if you look in the chat real quick, I just looked up in the Help Center, which is amazing. Y'all need to keep in mind, if you go to your virtual office, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's a button called Help Center.
It's amazing.
And I'm like, this needs its own button at the top of the page, not at the very bottom hidden, okay? And so the Help Center, you can type in anything in the search box and it will pull up. Because I am not eligible for Leaders Retreat, it doesn't come up in my back office. The only way I can find it is through the Help Center. You know how you can pull it up on your dashboard and you can see how many points you have and stuff? It only shows me my Emerald Extravaganza contest. It doesn't show me this. So when people ask me, I'm like, oh, I need to go look because that's different than mine. So I pull up the Help Center and I can see all that. But these are the top 3 ways, or the top grasps that you can get quickly of points. By adding a level 1 with the $199 welcome pack. It's a big difference, $199 versus $99. Always introduce them to the savings of the $199 first. It is a better deal. It is. And I wish I had bought it. Even way back when, it was a better deal.
Clue.
We didn't know. Nobody told us. And so we just bought, $99, that's all I can afford, right? Well, then 2 weeks later, we wanted more product. So anyway, always tell people about the $199 and how big of a discount it is. That gives you 60 credits. Okay. Even if you just get a couple of those and it helps push you over, that may be all you need. Silvers, level 1 silver is $225, but again, that doesn't come until after commissions are run. But here's another one you can push for, is to reach that 1,000 PV mark. You hit that 1,000 PV mark, that gives you 125 credits. Okay. So that's another big one. So if you have people that just want to, maybe past customers, you can reach out and say, hey, remember you bought Joyum, 3 months ago. I bet you're out. Maybe you should order some more. Here's a $10 gift card or Starbucks card or whatever you want to do to incentivize them to help you hit that goal, right? So it's worth it. You could get that trip to San Diego for sure.
Okay, so we are going to help y'all. We're going to help y'all, but y'all have to do the work. First of all, Ariel, Ariel or Alicia, because I know Ariel's voice is going away. Will y'all talk about our event tomorrow night? We are having an event tomorrow night to help you. It's kind of like third-party validation is what it is, and just giving people information about Plexus. But you have to join, and you have to ask people to allow them to add them. We're not just going to add a bunch of people. You need to ask permission. So will y'all talk about that, please?
Okay, so really quickly, and then I'll let Alicia go. It's in the Finding Health and Happiness. We'll post the link on the team pages. If you're not already on that page, I'm sure you guys are. The event is going to be in that page, and all the posts are going to be done for you. I think I uploaded them already. Alicia walked me through it yesterday with the video tutorial. I've never done a post in advance. So hopefully they show up tomorrow at 8 o'clock at night. We'll see. And it should run from 8 to 8:56. I believe there's 16 posts. And these events go really well, guys, when you comment and like them. So there's not just one comment on there. We need our people, our potentials to see the excitement. So just go to that Finding Health and Happiness page. And again, we'll post the link for you guys. And when you do add people, they have to agree. They don't just automatically get added to the group page. They have to accept that invitation.
So make sure they know that, because that's different. You didn't used to be like that. Like if you ask somebody, hey, can I add you to this group that'll give you more information about Plexus? And they say yes, then you say, great, I'm going to add you, but you will have to accept the invitation to be able to see the page. Make sure they know that.
Exactly. So, and the graphics are really pretty. So I think it's going to be really good. It's all updated. It's updated with balance. It's updated with active, and the graphics are just pretty. They pop. I think it'll be a really good event. So we'll see how this one goes, and maybe we can keep doing these together once a month, twice a month. So
please tell your teammates. Make sure your teammates know. That means text them. Don't depend on our Facebook pages.
All the work is done for you guys. You just got to get your potentials there.
Yep. Alicia?
Okay, so yeah, so we kind of scrambled putting this together for y'all, but we knew it had to be done this week because we knew that this is the end of the month, and we knew if you're pushing for silver or if you're pushing for leaders, you needed some extra help. So we wanted to make sure that we got you an event that you could share. There's already in this group, what's cool about it is group has been together for about a year, and we've done the healthy half hour, what's it called? Happy half hour. What's it called? The happy half hour, right?
Something.
Anyway, we would do those like every other Thursday or something in the past. Well, this group is still together. So if you're adding people there and they want to look up, they can scroll down in the page and see a ton of testimonies, a ton of people talking about products. So that's amazing that there's already that there. It's not that they're going to a group where there's nothing yet happening, right? So we love that about it. So
there's the link. Go join.
Yes. Make sure you join. I've got it in my team page with a link to make sure that you invite your people with the verbiage as well. So we will make sure that we take advantage of it. Take advantage of these things that we're doing for y'all. Okay. The only thing else I have is to talk about events coming up.
Okay. Hold on. I want to say something about this group real fast. Okay, so I just want to tell you all, these kinds of groups make me want to crawl in a hole. So this is what I want to say. I'm being real honest with y'all. Like, things scare me, and this totally scares me. I just don't know how to do it, and that overwhelms me. So I'm just being very transparent here that even diamonds sometimes struggle doing things, but if you have great partners in crime, then you can do it together. And so the three of us are doing this together. We do lots of things together, but I really needed them to do this with me because it really makes me want to like get in a fetal position because it stresses me out because I'm so not computer smart. And so I just want to encourage y'all to do scary things, number one, and to grab your team and do the things together, because I know that there's so many things. The three of us are all good friends and we're all so different, and we all have we're all good at different things, you know? And so it takes a village to raise your family. It takes a village to do this business too, because you don't have to be good at everything. And like, that really scares me. And so they're like, we're doing this. And they've talked to me about it a long time. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. And so now we're doing it, right? So anyways, I just wanted to be transparent about that, because sometimes people see diamonds and think that everything comes so easily and that it's easy for them. And that's how people got to diamond. Things aren't always easy for everyone, and we have to step out of our comfort zones too. And so get a friend and step out of your comfort zone is what I'm saying. That has nothing to do with that group tomorrow night, but I just wanted to be real honest with you, because I'm thankful to have these two. It makes it way more fun doing it with people too, you know. And so grab your friends, grab your teammates, and do it together. Make this business fun. It takes a team to make this business successful, and I think we have a pretty good dang team for sure. So, okay, carry on, Alicia. I just had to be real honest about that, because they know that I'm terrible at this kind of thing. So,
well, and one thing I am good at is springing stuff on last minute at y'all. So y'all have been good.
I think, are we still going to do a graphic so people can use it, or no? Or are we just not? I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't care. Or we get one. You did one? Oh, I didn't see it. Just kidding. So we'll have a graphic so we can share it. I didn't see it. Sorry.
I did. Okay. Well, it's kind of I'll share it with you in a minute. Okay. So let's talk about what's coming up, because Plexus is doing a lot of events for us. And September, y'all, we kind of got a glimpse of what's coming in September, and it's going to blow you away with how they're going to make life easier at developing our teams. And so, and getting people off when they're new and getting them started. So, okay, so starting in September, on September the 4th, there's going to be events called Rise Up and Rank to Gold and Rise Up and Rank to Ruby. Okay, and they are going to be in Virginia Beach, San Antonio, Texas, and San Diego, California. Okay, for both of those events, they're on September 4th. I believe it'll go Rank to Gold, and then right after that will be the Rank to Ruby event.
Hey, and just FYI, this
Gold
is
and
a
Ruby
starting
events.
point, so if they go, we'll do them in different locations too, right? This is just a starting point. So don't be like, oh my gosh, they're only doing them in 4 places. If everything goes like they want to go, they're going to spread them out more.
Yes, and I mean, yeah, these are just some random cities, but I want y'all to have these down. And where I found this, you should all be in the Plexus Ambassador community page, the pack. If you look on the left side, there's a tab called Events. You can click there. That's also where you can make sure that you're registered for all the Motivation Mondays. I hope you saw the one from Sonia Dudley yesterday. You can see everything that's coming up. Okay, and tonight there should be one on products. So every Tuesday is products. Every Monday is Motivation Monday. Okay, on the September the 5th, we have the Gold and Ruby Rise Up and Rank Up to Gold and Ruby in Annapolis, Maryland, Houston, Texas, and Riverside, California. Jessica, is that close to you? No? Okay. What about Mission Viejo? What about Santa Ana? Okay.
California's huge.
All right. I know, it's not like Texas.
I'm way up north, like a couple hours south of Oregon, and that's all like Southern Cal, like way south, like 8 hours, 9 hours, maybe longer.
Wait, question, time out. Where does Jessica live?
Northern California.
Where?
Like 2 hours north of San Francisco.
Oh, she's far, Alicia. Really far.
No, I was just throwing it out there. It's kind of like when I went to visit Helen McFadden. She lives in Reno, and everybody thinks that Reno is so close to Vegas, and they're like same thing, 8 or 9 hours apart or something. So okay. So on the 6th, they're going to start the Sip and Sees, which I thought they were going to change it to Sip and Share, but it says Sip and See in there. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Mission Viejo, and California, and McKinney, Texas. It's on September the 6th. And then on September the 7th is the Saturday Express. So the Super Saturday Express. And that's going to be in Philadelphia and in Dallas and in Santa Ana, California. And then there's a Leaders in Action Zoom call on September the 3rd. So y'all, there's so much stuff coming up. If you have somebody in those cities, I would definitely get them plugged in. And like we've been saying over and over, is people aren't seeing the stuff on Facebook. Some people aren't even reading their scoop, because all of this is definitely in the scoop as well. So if you have people in those areas, make sure that you let them know. Kind of like with the new products that launched yesterday in Australia. I have some Australia girls, and I tagged them to make sure that they saw that those products were going to be available there.
Hey, I have a question on those. I didn't really fully tune into the new products, but I read a little bit of it. I noticed they're like the ProBio 5, it looks like in the BioCleanse maybe, but there's different ingredients in them. And I know it has to do with the different countries on what they allow. Do you guys have any inside scoop on if they're going to alter ours to include any of those ingredients?
I heard yesterday ours are not going away. So if you hear that they're going away, they're not going away. That was from somebody on the product board. I don't know anything more than that, right? Do you, Alicia or Ariel? I just yesterday somebody on the product board was like, our products are not going away.
That was one of the questions when they did their Q&A thing, right? They talked about it. So
yes. I didn't realize it was even happening I didn't get to watch it. So yeah.
I watched it a little bit because, like I said,
I tried to go and I hit it. It would never play after the fact. Like I was trying to watch it later and I could never get to pull up, but it could have been just user.
But y'all, you should be able to watch those if you go into the Plexus Australia group page. If you have people that are there and you're interested in learning about it, because the videos explain everything, explains all the ingredient details. I know one of them, I can't remember which product it was, but it has one of the kiwi products that's from Australia. So it's like they're, majorly targeting, that area. So
that's so cool. And with every country, and I've said this before, and I want to just make it very clear that it takes a lot to get into a country. And so when you see a country open and they don't have all the products available to them, that does not mean anything bad. It just means that it takes a little bit more, it takes time to get each product taken care of. It also means maybe certain products aren't available in their areas. Think about, like avocados are from Mexico. It may be harder to get avocados somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why that song is in my head. That's why I said avocados from Mexico. Now you're going to sing that all day long. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it may just mean they had to change it because where they are. So don't ever take, they don't have this product as anything crazy. It is like a huge ordeal to get every single product to different countries and all of the above. So they may be a little bit different than us. Yeah. They are from Mexico. Avocados from Mexico. That commercial, right? I'm a terrible singer too. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that's just what that is. Anyways.
Yeah, no, I just thought I don't even know how to say it. The green algae spira something that I think it was in, one of them. I just thought it would be kind of cool if they kind of integrated it into ours, some of the ingredients that I just saw pop up. So that was my only question. I wasn't worried anything was going away.
Were y'all impressed with that ingredient name right there that I just rolled out? I don't know how I even knew that, but whatever. Okay. Ours are not going away in the US is what I've heard as well. So anyways, okay. So who wants to get busy right now and invite some people to our event tomorrow night? Let's do that. So we're going to spend probably going to spend about 10 or 15 minutes or so working a little bit. So let's spend the first 5 minutes messaging potentials or even customers or even people who aren't interested in what we do that we know of yet, and inviting them to our event tomorrow. Okay. I know we have some verbiage. Alicia, are you where you can put that? Because Didn't you make a post about with some verbiage on it? Or I can look it up and type it. Some ideas of what to say. Yes, we're going to stop recording.